Hello, and welcome to Generative AI for Beginners. I'm Jasmine Greenaway, and today we'll be covering building chat applications. First, we'll cover the differences between chatbots and generative AI-powered chat applications. Then we'll talk about building and integrating chat applications. Next, we'll focus on options for UX, or enhancing the user experience. Next, after that, we'll talk about performance and capturing metrics around that. And then finally, we'll wrap up with leveraging AI responsibly in chat applications. So let's start simple with the difference between a chatbot and a chat application. While both facilitate some sort of communication, chatbot often follows a set of predefined scripts and rules. In contrast, advanced chat applications, especially those powered by generative AI, can generate new and contextually relevant responses in real time. So a great example of this is when you ask a chatbot about something outside of its domain. It'll say something along the lines of, "I don't know, ask another question," where a generative AI application would ask for more context or provide a best guess. When it comes to building chat applications, it's not always about making them smarter, but also making them performant and a great experience for the user. So let's talk through some options for building a chat application. First is the usage of APIs and SDKs. So when you're building an application, one of the first things you're going to want to do is assess what is already out there. And APIs and SDKs are a great first step to leverage functionality that you don't have to build from scratch, reduces overhead, and also speeds up your development process so you can focus on the parts of your application that are important to you. Next is enhancing the user experience. And this can be quite important because here general UX principles apply, but also there's going to be some additional considerations that become important due to the nature of this application. So adding features that allow users to ask for clarification should your chat application generate an ambiguous answer. Maintaining context, retaining that context so that a user can build prompts based on past information, as well as personalization to be able to allow the user to tailor responses that are best fit for them. And finally, personalization, where the user experience can be tailored to receive specific answers that make the user feel a lot more understood. And finally, accessibility. Accessibility across visual, auditory, motor, or cognitive impairments provides an experience that allows your application to be used by all. Some things you might want to consider are resizable text, screen reader compatibility, text-to-speech and speech-to-text functionalities, visual cues for audio notifications, voice commands, and simplified language options. Let's move on to a unique way to apply customization through a process called fine-tuning. Fine-tuning is often considered when a pre-trained model falls short in a specialized domain or a specific task. So things like company jargon or maybe context around a particular medical condition that a physician is trying to diagnose really fall under this category and are usually great candidates for fine-tuning. The process of fine-tuning requires a data set and an existing pre-trained model. And what normally happens is that that model is trained with a data set to apply that domain-specific knowledge. Let's look at an example of this with Azure OpenAI. One of the first steps in applying fine-tuning in Azure OpenAI is selecting a base model. And this is the model that you will train with your training data. Next is selecting that particular training data. Next, you have the choice to apply hyperparameters, things like epochs, which is a hyperparameter that defines the number of times the learning algorithm will work through the entire training data set. And finally, after selecting your data and the hyperparameters, you can now start training that model with that data set. And as soon as that's done, you're ready to go and use this new fine-tuned model. Next, we'll move on to considerations for a high-quality AI-driven chat experience. We'll look at performance metrics and how to use AI responsibly. In situations like these where you have these highly scalable applications that might be used by many users sharing a lot of data, numbers matter. And it's essential to keep track of metrics like response time and user satisfaction to make sure that your application is performing at its best. So considerations for performance metrics fall across time, accuracy, user perception, error rate, and anomaly detection. Time usually is one of our most valuable resources. And one of the things you might want to consider is how long does it take for a user to get the answer that they're looking for? How long does your application run successfully? Measurements like uptime and response time fall under this category. Another consideration is accuracy, and metrics like precision and recall that also create what is known as F1 score can be helpful here. Another consideration is user perception, and this can really come from a number of different sources. For example, surveys or user interviews or even user studies. And the important thing here is what will you do with that feedback and how will you apply it and integrate it in your chat application? Another consideration is error rate, or how often the model makes mistakes in understanding or its output. And finally, anomaly detection, or identifying unusual patterns that don't conform to expected behavior. And one of the things you might want to consider is how will you respond to these? Another component for creating a high quality chat application is using AI responsibly. And Microsoft has an approach to responsible AI that is split into 6 principles that should guide AI development and use. It's important to build trust and inclusivity amongst your users, prevent harm, protect their data, as well as provide improvement and corrective measures in case of mistakes. If you're interested in learning more about building chat applications with generative AI, or even other topics, visit our curricula. In the curricula, you'll find more in-depth information about this topic and many others, including interactive notebooks for you to try out yourself.